Welcome back to another incredible story that's going to warm your hearts and remind you why genuine friendships in Hollywood are worth celebrating. Today we're diving deep into the beautiful bond between two powerhouse women who share more than just a last name, and trust me, you're going to want to stick around because what Becky G reveals about her friendship with Selena Gomez will absolutely blow your mind. And hey, if you love hearing about authentic celebrity friendships and inspiring stories, make sure you hit that subscribe button because we bring you the best content every single day. Becky G recently opened up about her friendship with Selena Gomez in a way that's going to make you believe in the power of genuine connections again. At the Time 100 Next Gala on October 30th, where Becky was being celebrated as one of the rising stars shaping our future, she took a moment to talk about what Selena means to her and the lessons she's learned from watching her friend navigate the entertainment industry. The Encuentro's singer didn't hold back when describing the bond they share, calling it a rare gem, and honestly, in an industry where friendships can be fleeting and superficial, hearing about this kind of authentic connection is refreshing. The 28-year-old artist spoke exclusively about how Selena has remained true to herself throughout her entire journey in the spotlight. Becky emphasized how challenging it is when you've been in the entertainment business since you were young, because there are constantly people trying to mold you into something you're not. She talked about how difficult the process of finding your voice and becoming who you've always been on the inside can be, especially when external pressures are pushing you in different directions. For Becky, watching Selena navigate this path with grace and determination has been nothing short of inspiring. Selena, who is 33 years old now, has been incredibly open about her journey to find her identity over the past decade. She's talked extensively about her growth as a singer and her work as a mental health advocate, never shying away from the tough conversations or the vulnerable moments. The revival singer has used her platform to discuss things that matter, breaking down barriers and helping others feel less alone in their struggles. This level of openness and courage is exactly what Becky admires so deeply about her friend. Becky shared that watching Selena embrace self-love and authenticity has been a source of inspiration for her own journey. She described Selena as someone who has been incredibly courageous in staying true to herself, which isn't always easy when you're in the public eye and everyone has an opinion about who you should be or what you should do. The Can't Stop Dancin' musician expressed how much she values this quality in Selena, noting that her beauty radiates from the inside out. It's clear that their friendship goes beyond surface-level interactions and celebrity appearances. It's rooted in mutual respect and genuine admiration for each other's character. The friendship between these two talented women became even more special when Selena wrote a heartfelt tribute to Becky for her induction into Time's 100 Next list. On September 30th, the Rare Beauty founder penned words that perfectly captured what makes Becky so special. Selena described her as an advocate and a voice for their community, highlighting how the world needs more energy, like her friend brings to everything she does. The tribute wasn't just a formality or a standard celebrity endorsement. It was filled with genuine affection and specific details about what makes Becky such an important figure in entertainment and beyond. What makes this story even better is that Becky had absolutely no idea that Selena was writing this tribute for her. The Chaos singer revealed that the whole thing came as a complete surprise, with her team managing to keep their lips sealed about the entire arrangement. When she finally read what Selena had written about her, the emotion was overwhelming. Becky admitted there were tears, real tears of gratitude and appreciation for having someone like Selena in her life who would take the time to write such beautiful and thoughtful words about her. She affectionately referred to Selena as her other sister Gomez, which just shows how deep their connection runs. While being honored on the Time list was already an incredible achievement for Becky, having Selena be the one to introduce her to the world in this context made it exponentially more special. It's one thing to be recognized by a prestigious publication, but it's another thing entirely to have that recognition come through the words of someone you deeply respect and care about. The fact that Selena took on this responsibility and delivered such a meaningful tribute speaks volumes about their friendship and how much they support each other's success. Now Becky is preparing to share even more of her personal journey with the world through her upcoming documentary titled Rebecca, which is a direct nod to her first name. The project, set to release in December, promises to take viewers on an intimate exploration of her career and personal growth. But what's fascinating is how Becky has come to understand her own story after years of therapy and self-reflection. She talked about how she didn't always identify her career the way she does now, but through therapeutic work, she's realized that her music and her stage persona became a form of escapism and a safe place for her to discover who she really was. This realization is profound because it shows how sometimes the things we create to protect ourselves end up being the very things that help us grow. Becky explained that Becky G, her stage name and public persona, actually saved Rebecca, her real self and true identity. The artist she became on stage gave her the space and freedom to explore different parts of herself that she might not have been able to access otherwise. But now, after all these years of growth and self-discovery, she feels like it's time for Rebecca to do the same for Becky G. It's a beautiful full-circle moment where she's integrating all parts of herself into one authentic whole. The documentary promises to explore this duality and show how Becky has navigated the complex relationship between her public persona and her private self. For fans who have followed her career from the beginning, this will be an opportunity to see sides of her that have never been shared before. It's about vulnerability and honesty, about showing that even successful artists struggle with identity and self-acceptance. The fact that she's choosing to share this journey with the world shows the same kind of courage she admires in Selena. What's really striking about Becky's story is how it resonates with so many people who aren't in the entertainment industry. The struggle to find your authentic voice, to resist the pressure to be what others want you to be, and to love yourself through all the ups and downs is universal. Whether you're a singer with millions of fans or someone working a regular job in a small town, these challenges are real and significant. By being open about her own journey, Becky is creating space for others to examine their own lives and maybe find the courage to embrace their true selves. The friendship between Becky and Selena also highlights something important about how women can support each other in industries that often pit them against one another. Instead of competition or jealousy, these two have chosen to lift each other up and celebrate each other's achievements. They recognize that there's room for both of them to shine, and that one person's success doesn't diminish the other's accomplishments. This kind of supportive friendship is what changes culture and creates pathways for other women to thrive without having to tear each other down. Selena, who is married to Benny Blanco, has built a career that extends far beyond music. Her work with Rare Beauty and her advocacy for mental health have made her a role model for millions of people around the world. She's used her platform to normalize conversations about therapy, anxiety, and self-care, breaking down the stigma that often surrounds mental health issues. For Becky to have a front row seat to this kind of impactful work and to be inspired by it shows that their friendship is built on shared values and a mutual desire to make a positive difference in the world. The fact that both women have remained authentic despite the pressures of fame is a testament to their strength and character. The entertainment industry can be brutal, especially for young women who start their careers before they've fully developed their sense of self. There are constant demands to look a certain way, act a certain way, and fit into specific boxes that may not reflect who you really are. Resisting these pressures requires incredible courage and a strong support system, which is exactly what these two seem to provide for each other. Becky's acknowledgement of how Selena has navigated her self-love journey with courage is particularly touching because it shows that even successful people look to each other for inspiration and guidance. No one has it all figured out, and seeing someone else walk a similar path with grace can make your own journey feel less lonely. This mutual inspiration and support is what makes their friendship so special and so worth celebrating. As Becky prepares for the release of her documentary in December, fans are eagerly anticipating the chance to see more of the real person behind the stage name. The fact that she's willing to be this vulnerable and open about her struggles and growth shows a level of maturity and self-awareness that's truly admirable. It takes confidence to let people see all of you, not just the polished version that gets presented on stage or in music videos. The story of these two talented women and their friendship is a reminder that success doesn't have to be a solitary journey. Having people in your corner who genuinely want to see you thrive, who celebrate your wins and support you through your challenges, makes all the difference. Becky and Selena have found that in each other, and they're not keeping it secret. By being open about their friendship and what they've learned from each other, they're showing young women everywhere that authentic connections are possible even in competitive industries. The tribute Selena wrote for Becky wasn't just about listing accomplishments or offering generic praise. It was specific and personal, highlighting the qualities that make Becky unique and valuable to her community. When Selena called her an advocate and a voice for their community, she was recognizing the work Becky does beyond entertainment. She was acknowledging the impact Becky has on people's lives through her authenticity and her willingness to use her platform for good. Becky's description of her career as a safe place and a form of escapism adds another layer to understanding how artists create. For her, music wasn't just about fame or success. It was about survival and self-discovery. It was about creating a space where she could explore different parts of herself and figure out who she wanted to be. This kind of honesty about the creative process is valuable because it demystifies what it means to be an artist and shows that everyone is on a journey of becoming. The upcoming documentary will likely explore these themes in depth, giving viewers insight into how Becky has evolved over the years. From the young girl who started performing to the confident woman she is today, the transformation has been significant. And now, by choosing to let Rebecca shine alongside Becky G, she's showing that integration and wholeness are possible. You don't have to choose between different parts of yourself. You can embrace all of who you are and let each aspect inform and strengthen the others. What makes this story so compelling is the genuine emotion and connection that comes through in every word Becky shares about Selena. There's no pretense or performance, just real appreciation for a friendship that has meant the world to her. In an era where so much of what we see on social media is curated and filtered, this kind of authenticity stands out. It reminds us that real relationships still exist and that they're worth celebrating. The tears Becky shed when reading Selena's tribute weren't for show. They were the natural response of someone who feels truly seen and appreciated by a friend. That kind of emotional honesty is refreshing and relatable. We've all had moments where someone's kindness or recognition has moved us to tears, and seeing that Becky experiences the same emotions makes her more human and accessible to her fans. As both women continue to grow in their careers and personal lives, their friendship will undoubtedly continue to evolve. But the foundation they've built, based on mutual respect, admiration, and authentic support, will serve them well. They've created something special that goes beyond the typical Hollywood friendship, and they're not afraid to share that with the world. If you've enjoyed diving into this beautiful story of friendship, authenticity, and personal growth, make sure to subscribe to our channel for more inspiring content. We're all about bringing you stories that matter, that touch your heart, and that remind you of what's truly important in life. Hit that subscribe button and join our community because we've got so much more incredible content coming your way.